message, okay? So let's see what comes out. God said, God said, you know what? That bitch is exhausted, and you know what? But they keep on pushing forward here too. Say, you know what? I got a message. Said this one ain't gonna be doing nothing pretty soon, cause God is gonna sit their ass down. And I say, you know what? That's what they doing, boo. Said this bitch was ripping and running and everything. And you know what? It catches up to you after a while, boo. You good now? I need to check up on you. And that's what that one chick was doing, checking up on you. I ain't seen you. And I need to check up on you, boo. You know what? Not the lover of my life, but you know what? You bring joy. I need to, you know what? Make sure everybody knows that. And I say, yeah. And that one bitch is looking like, shoot, I'm glad that you was okay now. Because somebody was saying you was exhausted. And God said, ain't that the truth? It says, I keep dreaming about us together. So someone really, you know what, is looking at you saying, you ain't fall for the okie dokie. You really is just done with this whole okay situation of whatever life you live in. And grandma said, that's what you need to know here too. Someone is saying, you know what? I shouldn't even be this far away from you. And I should have been closer than most. And that's what someone knows here too. He said, you know what? This is heaven sent. And someone acted like it was not heaven sent between you and another person, but they're starting to overstand their assignment. And they really is looking like, you know what? I ain't finna say nothing until I know for sure. And that's what you need to know here too. Yeah, the overall energy, it says I'm with them because I couldn't have you. So this person is, you know what, doing a multitude of things with someone else now. And that's not good because you ain't doing nothing with nobody. And they know that too. I say, yeah, you one of those people that, cleanse your energy, get closer to God instead of running to the next woman or the next man. And God said, that's what I know here too. I say, yeah, this one been doing a multitude of things with people, but they always got you in their head. I said, that's the weirdest thing ever. And you don't overstand that because you don't run to the next person to get on top of or get owned. And that's what they know here too. But these people are so insecure in their own being that they don't know how to, do some soul searching. But grandma is saying that the tower moment is about to occur. Someone is going to start getting some things on their private parts and stuff is going to start growing and they ain't going to know what to do. And God say, you know what? You ain't got nothing. And they know that too. So when they come towards you, they going to have to explain to the fact that, they have contracted a multitude of things and they don't want you to contract nothing from them. And God said, pay attention, boo. They were safe when they was communicating with you, but they became a little bit unsafe that night here too. And grandma said, that's what you need to know here, boo. They was doing unnecessary things with a multitude of people, not just one. It was kind of like a whole orgy up in this motherfucker. And that's what you need to know here too. Someone was doing a lot and they really, you know what, had you in the mind frame of being in the place of these people that they was intimate with. And grandma said, that's what you need to know here, boo. They was thinking of you. I said, but I know you don't feel like this. And that's someone's truth here too. Someone saying, you know what, cottage cheese attack is here. Someone could have had a venereal disease or something. Someone could have had a yeast infection or something. They don't know. They're like, shoot, I don't never want to do that again. And grandma said, but they keep on doing it over and over again, acting like, you know what, it's okay. I'm going to be okay. God is going to bless me. No, God is going to take something away from this person here too. And that's what they don't know yet. God is saying, you know what? Y'all can't turn back. Y'all can't come back to those who really, protect their mind, body, heart, and soul, and wait for that special someone to come along and not just hop on anything or get in anything. Grandma said that's what you need to know here too. God is now getting ready to shift the earth. So those who are on the high vibrational plane meet those that is high vibrational too. It's not going to be any more unequally yoked type of situations where you have someone that's faithful and another person that's pretend faithful and still in these streets. And grandma said that's what y'all need to know here too. It's time for true love to find true love again. We tired of the garbage. And that's what someone knows here too. You tired of the trash, baby? I said, that's my boo thing right there. Hey, boo. I remember you too. Yeah, it says, no one understands me like you do. So, this person that's sleeping around and doing a multitude of things with a multitude of people, you know what? They know that you are the best person for them, but they just don't know how to be true to themselves. These are people that don't love themselves. Um, when people have to hop around so much, you can't trust them with you because they can't even trust themselves for themselves. And that's not good, boo. These people is, you know what, all over the board. They have no structure. They don't have structure for self. So they can't have structure for you. They can't have commitment for you. They can't, be what they need to be for you because they're not what they need to be for themselves. And that's not good. Yeah, it says, I am going through a dark night of the soul right now. Yep, and need space. But while they need space and they going through the dark night of the soul, they sitting up here licking and sticking everything that they can find. Because they don't know how to do healing by themselves, Going through the dark night of the soul is a very spiritual moment where you're supposed to go within. Hello, bitches, go within, niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It says, I'm afraid you will forget about me, but I wouldn't blame you. So someone is looking like, yeah, I don't think you're going to remember me by next week, boo. I think you're going to be, you know what, seeing somebody or talking to somebody or chopping it with somebody or doing something. And grandma said, that's what you need to know here too. This person is assuming certain things, assumptions. That's the word. Yeah, it says, don't wait around for me. So this person, you know what, is saying, you know what, whatever you got to do it, boo. Don't wait around for me because you know what, they ain't waiting around for you. They're going through a lot of mental changes, but they're just not doing it in a high vibrational way to cleanse out their energy. They just piling on most stuff. And some of these PPs and vajayjays out here look a horrible mess. And that's what's catastrophic. I mean, some people is burning, leaking, all kind of stuff. And they still thinking about you. I say, yeah, that's crazy. Someone's name could be Jerome. Yeah, that's not cool. I don't know what people be on, but Y'all be doing too much. It says they're just a distraction. See, this person is using other people just to, monopolize their time when they need to take this time to really sit with themselves, be in prayer, and ask God and their ancestors and their guides to help and assist them, shed what they need to shed and heal from whatever they need to heal from in order to be a better version for themselves and be healthier. And grandma said that's what they need to do. But unfortunately, they just hopping from, private part to private part, boo. And that's nasty. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, it says, I didn't know what love felt like until you came along. You showed these people love, boo. You showed these people what true love is. And that's why God brought you into their life. And they had an opportunity to really build, but these people don't love themselves. They're not in love with them themselves, and that's what's hurtful to them. See, they didn't lose you. That's how they feel. They feel as though, like, you know what, you out here doing this, so I'm gonna be out here doing that. That's an excuse, and they know that too. They looking at you like, you know what, you still haven't been with anyone else, have you? And that's someone's truth here, boo. Grandma say, you know what, you already knew what you was supposed to do years ago with your person, and you decided not to do that, cross watchers. And God say, you know what, have at it. You can have all the STDs, all the people that you need to amount to nothing, because that's what it's going to amount to, nothing. And God said, that's what they know here, boo. Can't nobody replace you. And that's someone's truth. It says, it makes me happy to see you thrive even though you without me. So someone is happy, you know what, if you taking care of yourself and doing what you gotta do, this person is, you know what, happy about that. They like, yeah, keep on pushing forward, boo. Keep doing what you gotta do. Cause you know what? They can't do shit. Yeah, it says I miss you more and more every day. So this person is missing you. But they out here in these broke ass streets looking for another person to lick on. Okay, somebody gonna start getting sores in their mouth and stuff here too. They licked on the wrong thing. And they thought that what? This person was saving themselves for them or doing just them or something like that. They gonna come to find out that they done contracted a whole lot of stuff from this person that they decided to hop in or hop on. Yeah, it says, I want to make you mine. And that's what this person really wants. But in the midst of them wanting to be with you, they're in a, mind frame and in the action of being with other people. And that's someone's truth. Yeah, overall energy, it says, I am wrapped up in an unhealthy coping mechanism. Unhealthy, boo. Not healthy. You know, some people just need to stop. Just tell yourself no. Okay? So tell yourself no. You'll be so much better. Tell me more for the collective. It says, every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. So this person, you know what, is still, you know what, waiting for you to phone call, waiting for you to text, waiting for you to message, waiting for you to do something. But sometimes they pick up the phone and be like, oh, I thought I missed a call or something, or a text message or something. Nothing. They ain't got nothing going on. And that's what they know. And that's what hurts them so, is that you really want more. Yeah, it says, I'm scared you will reject me. So this person, you know what, ain't even trying to clear nothing up, but they want to be a part of your world. The infected private part people. They want to be a part of your world in your area in your neck of the woods and all kind of stuff. They want to be all up in your grill. Yeah, it says, I want to treat you okay the way you deserve. So if someone wants to treat you, you know what, how you deserve to be treated. And God know this. God is looking at these people like, shoot, all they have to do is say no and start doing the work to shed whatever they need to shed and heal and begin anew. That's what they need to do. Yeah, it says, I should have fought for you. See? And they know that. And like hopping on people and letting people get all up in me, it ain't even what it's cracked up to be. And it's not. Yeah, it says, I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. Someone wants to say sorry. They want to apologize. Damn. Whoa, that card popped. It says, I don't want to be toxic anymore. They don't want to be toxic, boo. Yeah, it says, I'm sorry I hurt you and I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. Damn. That's these people, boo. The infected private parts. Yeah, it says, I'm in love with you. Someone in love with you, baby. Yeah, it says your energy is intoxicating and pulling me in, boo. You been pulling me in. They don't even know what to say. They're like, yeah, they going through some changes. That's what they doing. Mm. Yeah, I'm ready for a commitment now. And it's coming out with, I hate seeing you with them. So someone don't want to see you with some people. May it be friends, family, associates. Someone don't even want to see pictures of you with other people, period. This person just wants you by yourself. I don't want to share you with family, friends, acquaintances, no other human beings. Yeah, it says, I don't feel like I deserve you. And they don't. They don't deserve you, boo. Let's see what's blocking the flow of love. They hoism. That's what's blocking the flow of love. The hoism, boo. That's what's blocking the flow of love. These are called blocks to love, Oracle. Tell me more for the collective. Okay. So we have past disappointments. We have belief that true love doesn't exist. It says fears around love. But ain't nobody fearing hopping in the bed with a multitude of people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fearing love, the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? What kind of mess is that? But you don't fear nothing else? Like, that's weird. People are weird, man. It says blaming others. We have guilt is here. It says lack of self-love. And this is what I'm picking up on. This is what it is. Lack of self-love. They don't love theyself, you know. You can't trust people that fuck up themselves. You know, they can't trust themselves, so you can't trust these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm loyal to me. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I got loyalty to me. I got love for me. I protect me at all costs. Yeah, it says hurtful assumptions is here. Overall energy, unhealthiness. Mm, that's them people, boo. So let's get a card to close this out from the Spirit Secrets messages. You can't trust people that fuck theyself up. You can't trust it. Yeah, it says let the divine guide and help you in this situation, and a spiritual bath is needed too. These niggas need to douse in some Epsom salt. They need to really cleanse their body, get some lemon juice too. Yeah, it says there will be a powerful outcome to this situation. So that's your message. Bye.